Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This presentation is under the course DPD 20053 Islamic Economic. And for our presentation, first of all, I'm going to introduce myself and then each of my team members will introduce themselves. My name is Nur Syuhada Mutisalim, metric number 01DIB20F1013.
My name is Ainul Musfira binti Zulkarni. My matrix number is 01DIB20F1001.
My name is Nur Kaisa Safia binti Azhar and my matrix number is 01DIB20F1010.
Breaking news from Malaysia, the country will enter a full lockdown from the first.
Pelaksanaan sekatan pergerakan penuh atau total lockdown fasa pertama.
Baru harian COVID-19 Malaysia mencapai angka 8,000 hari ini.
So I'm sure everybody heard about the COVID-19 and that is the topic that we're going to discuss today. But before that, let's look at the table of content that we're going to discuss about these COVID-19 issues. First, I'm going to explain about the definition of COVID-19. Next, Ainul will discuss about the impact of COVID-19 issues to the economy and the solution from the issues. And lastly, I will conclude all the content that we have just discussed about these COVID-19 issues. Without wasting any time, let's begin our presentation with definition of COVID-19. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is the disease caused by a new coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2, WHO first learned of this new virus on 31 December 2019, following a report of cluster of cases of viral pneumonia in Wuhan, Republic of China. COVID-19 is a disease caused by a new coronavirus which has not been previously identified in human. In most cases, COVID-19 causes mild symptoms including dry cough, tiredness, and fevers. Though fevers may not be a symptom for some other people, other mild symptoms include ache and pains, nasal congestion, runny nose, sore throats, and diarrhea. Some people become infected but don't develop any symptoms and don't feel unwell. Most people recover from the disease without needing special treatment. Around 1 out of every 6 people who get COVID-19 becomes seriously ill and has difficulty breathing. How is COVID-19 transmitted? People can catch COVID-19 from others who have the virus. The disease can spread from person to person through small droplets from the nose or mouth, which are spread when a person with COVID-19 cough or exhale. These droplets land on objects or surfaces around the person. Other people then catch COVID-19 by touching these objects or surfaces and then touching their eyes, nose, or mouth. People can also catch COVID-19 if they're breath in droplets from a person COVID-19 who caught out or exhale droplets.
The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on Malaysia's economy. The first one is high unemployment rate. This is because many workers get fired from their job. Next, it will affect the foreign exchange money, forex, because weakened currency of Malaysian ringgit. Malaysian ringgit MYR purchasing power reduced and require more Malaysian ringgit to be exchanged for US dollar. Also, due to COVID-19, it will affect the tourism sector and also will reduce the income of our country because there are no tourists who visit our country. Also, manufacturing and constructions has to stop due to MCO, and manufacturing from China and Japan cannot be imported because the COVID-19. However, the government has made a solution by giving RM20 billion stimulus package to help the citizen. Also, by giving fiscal stimulus to protect the income and liquidity of affected businesses and individuals. Another solution is by helping the entrepreneur to promote their business in other ways, such as using digital technology, for example, using Foodpanda or GrabFood to promote their businesses. Other than that, by bolstering public health to combat the pandemic, while also ensuring the welfare to the citizen. Last but not least is ISINA, or other name is iLestari, by EPF initiative, because it contributes to the country's economic development.
Conclusion that can be made from the issue that we have just discussed is this COVID-19 pandemic outbreak continues to have a strong impact on the economy, trade, tourism, industries, manufacturing, and construction in Malaysia. Anyone can be affected emotionally during an outbreak like COVID-19. Everyone reacts differently to critical scenarios. Fear, worry, and anxiety regarding to COVID-19 can cause strong emotions such as stress and depression in a person. But by following SOPs, practice practicing self-lockdown, getting vaccination, and following all government requirements, we may overcome them and decrease COVID-19 infections. With the expectation of the COVID-19 will resolve, all areas of economy will recover, unemployment will reduce, and the society will be able to resume daily operations. Lastly, we would like to thank the MOH in Malaysia and many professions including doctors, nurses, police officers, soldiers, garbage collectors, and cleaners who have been at the forefront in responding to the pandemic COVID-19 outbreak. I would like to thank especially Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, who is the Director General of Health Malaysia. Every day, Dato provide the necessary information and updates of COVID-19 to the country. That's all from me. Thank you.
The next issues that we're going to discuss for this presentation is financial institutions. First, I will explain about the definition of financial institutions. Next, Kaisa will explain about the issues of financial institution and the solutions from the issues. Lastly, I will make up the conclusion for this topic.
Now let's look at the definition of financial institutions. The financial institution is a company engaged in the business of dealing with the financial and monetary transactions such as deposits, loan, investments, and currency exchange. Financial institution encompass a broad range of business operation within the financial service sector, including banks, trust companies, insurance companies, brokerage firms, and investment dealers. Virtually, everyone living in a developed economy has an ongoing or at least periodic need for the services of financial institution. In Malaysia, we have 5 financial institutions, which is Commercial Bank, Investment Bank, Islamic Bank, Development Bank, and Takaful.
Hi, today I would like to talk about issue of financial institution that give an impact to the economy. What is inflation? Inflation reduces the purchasing power of each unit of currency, which lead to increase in the prices of goods and services. The issue is when the economy exceeds printing the money, it will cause inflation. It is because printing money creates a sense of nervousness among both economy and the general public. If a government prints money faster than the growth of real output, it reduces the value of money and this invariably causes inflation. This explains that if the money supply increases faster than nominal output, it will lead to the inflation. The solution: how to reduce the inflation? The government will increase the interest rate. It is because when interest rates are rising, both business and consumers will cut back on the spending. The higher the inflation rate, the more interest rates are likely to rise. Other than the interest rate, money supply and unemployment rate also the determinants that lead to the inflation. But why the government increase the interest rate? The government do this because they want to boost economic growth so that the individual has a purchasing power. Other than that, saving also give an impact to the economy. For your information, saving is very important in life. But why saving is very important? Saving money is important because it helps protect you in the event of financial emergency. Additionally, saving money can help you pay for large purchases, avoid debt, reduce your financial stress, leave a financial legacy, and provide you with a greater sense of financial freedom. However, this effort will not. As we all know, small businesses are already being negatively impacted by the spread of the COVID-19. To support them, we can shopping online. It is because many businesses have an option to purchase their goods or services. Online purchases are a great way to support local during this pandemic. I think that's all from my part, and I will pass to the next presentation.
So the conclusion that can be made from the financial institution issues is the financial institution server the real economy may lead to interpretation in which the needs of servers and lenders are matched, aiming at the generating a favorable economic growth eventually. The link between the financial and the real sectors have been weakened due to many factors, namely deregulation, intensified competition, and low level of inflation and interest rates, which have contributed to a dangerous build-up of financial imbalance. Economics will remain more vulnerable to the severe consequences of the financial system stress as long as the income growth of firms and individuals is determined by the financial transactions rather than real economic activities.
That's all for our presentation today. Thank you for watching.